All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. Sorry about that. I had myself muted a little bit. I'm Palidore. Welcome to the stream here on Channel 1. And we're starting off with a string of, well, 3 in a row. But starting off here with Olympus and Phoenix. So get ready. Get set. We're going to be going here quite shortly. Don't you worry. All right, so today, Olympus and Phoenix, that's my second cast of Olympus this season thus far. And I do believe my first cast of Phoenix, although certainly not in the season as a whole, or the league as a whole. But 4-1 are the Phoenix players here, 4-1 on the season so far. Olympus also 4-1, as a matter of fact. So both having some really nice success on the 5th season of VRML. Not only 5th season, but 5th anniversary, too. Alright, so it looks like hopefully teams are getting ready to start. We do have everyone in place, it would seem. Certainly got to go soon, because we do have a couple more matches after this. Let me check the schedule for you guys. So after this, we have on Channel 1, Tenacious Herbivores versus Tachyon. Got 18 hype votes there on the website. Much anticipated, for sure. And then following that, at the top of the hour, so about 58 minutes from now, we will have the Cookie Commanders and Streamline. About a dozen hype votes on that match. So you got your options tonight over on Channel 3 as well. I do believe Newton Dad and some of our casting trainees have been getting busy with the casts. Also, so whether you're here on Channel 1 or Channel 3 or somewhere in between, thank you for joining. And let's get started here with the first joust. And just like that, the first goal. Alrighty then. So on the board first was Unknown, making themselves very known, clearly, for Olympus. Over on the Twitch side of things, welcome to King, as well as Psych and Swift, Thinks, Jeep Girls, and Ninja. Glad to see you guys all here. Getting those channel point bets, and you can bet on iFoxy hitting the 3-point shot from just outside the bubble, and then some 20 meters. Nice hit from Foxy. That's a quick 5 points. How about it? All right, so back to it. The joust now still trying to get on the board here as Guardian and Co. Jinx with the disc will back it out. The defense just kind of treading the tunnel and the midline, but not committing fully. And as a matter of fact, that's going to get them maybe this numbers opportunity. Some good passing. Well, I just jinxed it there. But that said, stunning them to get it right back with the snare. Guardian from up high, down below. A little bit too much heat on that pass. Shovels it off now to the trap on this attempted clear from Vacant. Picked up meanwhile at that tunnel. Could it be a shot? Well, it was an attempt, but it's picked off now by Jinx with the steal and trying to pass it successfully so to Guardian at the midcourt. Now Monster. Spell it out, Monster. Trying to find the teammate. A lot of bothering here defensively, but that said, oh, what a slick cut and the pass to perfection. Just what the doctor ordered, and they've got their first 2 points. Oops, and we are not on venues, make no mistake by that overlay. I'll fix that in a second. What's up, though? Hey, Palidore, how are you today? Doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Well. Good to see a flare. And okay, Joust now. First 2 points broken on the scoreboard now for Phoenix. Let's see if that helps calm them down. Get them going in this match. All right, so from the midfield, Vacant from that station block. Just surveying carefully on the situation. Up to Unknown now. And back down to Vacant. Now Vacant crossing it over. What a slick pass. Oh, not sure what happened, but the tap was on tap indeed for the 7th point. Vacant able to secure the score. Some unusual bounces. Not sure what how it got dislodged, but that it did. Nonetheless, they're back. Got some scores on the board once again. And indeed, this is North America, of course. What else would it be at this time of night? I feel like that was a facetious question. I don't know, OCE, I think the earliest I've ever seen an OCE game was maybe 10 p.m. Eastern. That was only like once or twice maybe. Usually OCE, the minimum time they start is around like midnight Eastern. That said, Southern on the pass, and once again, Jinx able to secure a beautiful string line of passes into the goal. How about it? That was very well executed coming in from Phoenix. I love it. Yeah, I think the earliest I've seen an OCE match is, aside of a couple times at 10 Eastern, it's usually around midnight Eastern. And then the latest I've seen an EU match, probably around 2:30 or so Eastern, or no, 3:30. Yeah, maybe 4. But right here, 7-4 on the score. Still plenty of time in this first round, and opening it, no, closing it, Guardian. True to the namesake, a lovely save, and even underhands it off into the midfield with some success, allowing some time maybe for the collection, although Vacant snags it out of the way right from Sniper's arms. Sniper, no sniping, he says, but I will be swiping. iFoxy here from the mid lane, just watching. Talking about Swiper, well, Foxy here, trying to find the pass, and a laser beam delivered on that pass attempt right back to Foxy. Foxy trying to pop off, but throwing it down with Sniper. A slap, and nearly turning into an alley-oop. Another pick back by Unknown with a 360 and the fling. Had to untangle before they mangled the goal. Love that score. 9-4. 5 minutes. We're halfway through round 1. Yeah, Olympus sitting here in the Diamond Division. And for that matter, again, both of these teams are 4-1 so far in the season. Uh-oh! Unknown! Goal shown, and they convert. 12-4. They're triple up on the scoreboard. Wow! Taking them completely off guard with a stack defensively. Now, over on the channel points, the prediction poll that is, looking like 19-10 favoring Olympus here. But and a lot of the points also favoring Olympus there. But that said, turning it into Jazz, and Jazz. Do you like it? I like Jazz. 14-4. Dominant here to start. MJR Problems saying something was rude. Hopefully not me, but welcome to the Twitch chat. First time chat there, at least on this channel. So glad to have you, and let's see if they can grab that 3. Oh my goodness. All right, it's going to be picked off last second by Jazz. Now to Unknown. Off into the mid lane and into the sunset it goes. Picked off by the rebounders, a pair of them. Oh, maybe. Fumbling it a little bit. Wolfie Dragon saying, I love the new scoreboard overlay. Looks cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. They'll be thankful for that 3 if they get it. They don't. However, need some scores here. Certainly on the side of Phoenix. They have been, after those 4 points, they've been stuck. Can't afford to give too much more. I mean, there's still 3 minutes left, but they got to start defending, and defend they do. How about that? Guardian, another save out the front of the goal. Been getting some great grabs here. Just unfortunately, it can only defend so many times because you give them the options. Well, he's gonna do it again. Shut up, Palidore, says Guardian. What a save again on the anchor shot attempt. But again, how many times can you save it in a row before something has to give? You know, you either get your own scores on this side, and maybe they can. Deep throw, and we'll be pinned off the wall there by Unknown, but no, Monster coming out of nowhere. iFoxy gets it back, and another interception by Guardian, trying to guard himself from the stun, but Foxy being disciplined and looking for the grab, the steal instead. But they'll stack right back to it. Another quick fling. Oh, what a hit! What a hit! What a hit! Monster! Shut the door. Sorry, Dimwee. What I meant to say was, shut the closet. Because Monster. But 14-7, that was beautifully played. And what an incredible hit that was. Not an easy shot whatsoever. It wasn't only a mail slot, it was kind of from a high angle too, and with defense on him. So that was an impressive hit. They've got a turnover. Let's see if they can make some late moves. Less than 2 minutes left, but if they hit another 3 here perhaps, they can still be in fantastic position. Now they've got a angle, it's a tough one though. Not resulting in the goal. If they made a 3 just there, that really would have changed this whole game. Still might yet. Monster back-to-back goals off of a great assist from Sniper. 14-9, a minute and a half remaining. A little bit less after this joust, of course, with that running clock. So it's going to be tough, but they put themselves still within reach thanks to Monster's last couple of goals here. All right, Vacant, well aware of the time situation, not going to be rushed to clear that until the stack commits. That said, commit they did, and they are committed to maybe a comeback. In stride, trying to hit Guardian. Guardian over to the pass. Oh, that would have been crucial. They need a rebound now. They need it fast. It's Guardian with that rebound. Has a couple of reads bound, but no reading, and bound for the midfield. It's iFoxy cleared on the opposite side, wasting some precious seconds. Guardian retains. Jinx in tow. Jinx launching out, but Vacant able to secure the disc just for another moment, and that time is just about gone here. Taking it is Guardian, or Sniper rather, up high on the steal, bouncing it down, and not found on the shot, but they will get the stacks quickly. Unfortunately, again, that time is just wasting away. They've had the opportunities, and a valiant comeback attempt it has been. But the defense holding strong, very strong for Olympus to knock that disc loose and clear it out just enough times. Very good round, though. This should set up a really interesting second round, if nothing else, because it took a little while, but Phoenix starting to finding their groove again. So we'll see what happens next 10 minutes. That said, this one's over in just a second. Maybe one more goal, in fact, and yes, that will be the case. Jazz. Doing some jazzercising there in the deep end of the pool. That'll be the first win, though. Orange. Olympus. All right, to the round 1 score screen, of course, courtesy of IgniteVR.gg and the Spark application, which you can download there. Into Twitch chat, hello also to Jack G, glad to see you. Tom Wet Toes. Sorry, I was just getting some visuals there. Hello, Tom Wet Toes. It's the Ninja. You like jazz? I like jazz, I do. As well as Queen Ange, J-Dub, Defoliate Rex, CGF on Twitch. My night's going quite well. Hope your night is going as well as your spelling. Twitch. Don't like saying your full name. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Magic also, first time chat, saying, I like how the lights of the name, lights up the name of the person when they have a disc. Yeah, shout out to Newton Dad for that. We've been quite the tandem here on designing the overlays. So like the visual side of things, of the new overlays on the gameplay screen have mainly been me, and then the coding side, the programming side, has pretty much all been Newton Dad. So it has definitely been very, very helpful, and I'm glad that it's resulting in some pretty slick overlays. I'm pretty happy with them too. That said, I'm also happy with round 2. Coming to you now here from VRML Channel 1. Once again, I'm Palidore. Thanks for joining here. We have 3 matches all up in a row. This is the first of the 3. And on the clear, there's Sniper with Guardian. Misses the regrab, but they have a secondary stack down the floor in a hurry. Joining them is Sniper. Sniper knocking it loose, as well as Unknown having some teeth knocked loose. Monster with an open goal. Ooh, that could have been bad, but they will not be punished for it on Olympus. Phoenix, though, another attempt at offense. The pass down below. One more up high, and this goes by. Quick passes. Well executed. Monster on the finish again. Obviously, they're looking for Monster to be one of their lead finishers here anytime he's in that bubble. Why, CGF, why don't I read your full name? I feel like I'd be fired. I don't know. I just have a feeling. Jazz, oh, what a shield, though. He's feeling good, and they're feeling great. That was an incredibly fast joust into a few different moves to buy them near instantaneous goal. Between the shield, the quick pass, and then the quick finish. Everything about that was just quick. Love to see it. Call me, saying, I like how your name is Call Me Comes, but play calls me, call me. Indeed I do. I am a play caller, though, and here I'm calling this one. It's going to be Monster on the clear. I guess I can call you Comms. But that said, it's going to be bouncing off that the shield, or the tunnel entrance. Taken here by Jazz, but Jazz losing it to Monster. Monster being crafty as ever. Look at all those jukes before they found that patient pass over to Guardian, who was cutting it. Guardian got dived upon by 2 or 3 different players. Foxy now looking for a clear, aiming it skyward, but downward it goes to Jinx. Jinx, nice soft touch on the pass. Likewise from Sniper to Monster. Monster able to wrangle it off the wall. Right down below, too strong, I guess, on the pass there. Couldn't find the cutter. Too much something or other. But nonetheless, by the wedge, will be taken back by Guardian. Guardian up high. And once again, taken by Olympus here on the orange side. A dribble attempt down the floor. Another dribble attempt. Tap dribbles at that. It's very crafty. The cross pass would have been beautiful had it not been for the defense in the way. That was nice, though. I like it, though. That whole dribble up the floor, they did the slap dribbles, in fact. That was pretty class. I like it. But that said, a bouncer, I would like that. Yes, sir, but no, sir, says Monster. And it goes back to the catapult area. Monster trying to anchor clear it. Doesn't really find a lot of strength behind the anchor, though. Losing it to Unknown. Unknown with a quick pickup and backing it out to the station. 2-2. Bit of a stalemate here a few minutes into the second round. Both teams vying for control and for possession, for that matter. This is kind of the first time in the last minute or so we've seen either team hold on to it for very long. And as I say that, anyways, very tenuous at that. They're holding on, but for how long? Well, from the backboard, one extra pass, and the finish as well. Right on that top post between 2 pockets. Great job, though, by Olympus to patiently play that one out. Once they finally got disc control there, once they were finally able to say, okay, let's breathe, let's space out the floor, and look for some nice passing plays to get us a calm goal. They did it. Jinx now trying to rebuttal and do much the same. Guardian, a deep heave, will be bounced and picked up by Sniper. Sniper from the bottom of the trench works it up the floor, has the good spacing here from the teammates across the line. Jinx now diving in, and beautiful setup to Monster, who had stunned the goalie first and then immediately went for the alley-oop play here, waiting for that pass to be delivered. Again, great execution this time from the opposite end of things on Phoenix here. Twitch chat there complimenting the setups for sure, Queen and Flare. It was great setup, great setup. Maybe setting up for another play here. They missed the read, but Phoenix eventually comes away with it. There's Guardian with a clear, just barely past a couple of midfielders, but some great jobs breaking up the stack. Will delay things quite a bit, actually, as Sniper will dunk it. Kind of the opposite of a snipe, if you ask me, but the close range slammer gets them the score once again. They're up by 2. Phoenix should do 4-man Joker. Very effective. Only when you're up by 10, Flare. Only when you're up by 10, right? Vacant here with the disc, though, from the bow tie. Now sending it off to Unknown. Unknown up to the floor, but no one there except a lot of defenders, but none of them get it! Ooh, the overshoots. That's going to be costly potentially, as they'll now concede possession offense to Olympus. Vacant from the bow tie. Vacant down below. Trying to go for the tie, but cannot get it to go. Quick bouncer. Nice communications, possibly using the positional comms just to find iFoxy on the other end of that bounce. Now iFoxy being contested, backboarding, but no results. Tough angle, tough shot. Rebound, back to Phoenix. Now bouncing to Unknown. Another possession going, and another attempt, another chance at least to tie. Unknown, waiting to leave the anchor. Sniper not waiting whatsoever, but actually ended up being the right move because there were no passing angles available. So nice communication on the defensive end. Monster now might have an opportunity. Monster slipping away. Monster finding Guardian. No, Guardian not finding the disc. It will be secured, cleared by Jazz out the left tunnel. Now blue field, it's about to be fielded here by the orange players, it looks like. Indeed, Olympus, a chance to score again. And catching the two defenders in the goal. Eyeing him down, but not able to get the save, so they will pull back to a tie, in fact. 6-6. Not throwing shade, Flare. I'm throwing what you're giving me right back. That's all. It's called assist. It's team play here, you know? Like you lobbed it for me, so I just slammed it. All right, Vacant here now to the front line. Being stunned in his own right. That's going to be sent into the trap. Unknown taking it away, tapping off real quick. They may have an opportunity here, but could not find that pass. Otherwise, might have been a one-on-one at the goal. The defense now finally able to retreat, however. Guardian, who's been doing fantastic inside that goal line. But meanwhile, doing fantastic in the back line. Vacant and Co. They're trying to reset it here, maybe take a lead. The passing play read beautifully by Jinx. That defense was on point. Offense now, getting knocked loose, but Guardian sneaks away, and it is in for the 2-point lead. Phoenix. Steals 18, loving the overlay. Glad to hear. Thank you for the compliments. Definitely coming along, I feel like. So glad you like it. Ooh, they won't like that. Nearly a missed joust, but they'll still recover. Unknown with the disc. Olympus trying to get back now to a tie or a potential lead if they do happen to make a 3 here. iFoxy, the quick shields and the underarm fling. Rebounded by Vacant. Vacant to the shield. Jazz will yield them the goal. Indeed, the tie. It's a reality. With 1:30 remaining. Great shot, says Queen. And Tasuna saying, Palidore, I love you. Right back at you. Not too Suna. But this shot may be too long. Oop, rebound, or actually a stun out and a rebound by Sniper. Sniper somehow gets it past the fingertips of the defense, and that's going to be an open, maybe 3. Unknown snagging it though, and Clear trying for maybe a dribble, but a good stun. A couple of stuns by Monster, in fact, will buy some time for his teammates to collect. Jinx and Guardian separating from the trap over to Sniper from the bow. Sniper trying to wrap a pass over to Guardian. Guardian now one back over, but instead pass it to Vacant inside the goal. Vacant able to secure that one as they spread the floor on their stacks. Recovery to Jinx. Phoenix losing the handles though to Foxy, and Olympus now maybe in position to take a lead. Only 30 seconds left. Any score here could be the game winner, the round winner at the very least, as Jinx secures a disc. So overtime threats for sure. And down the floor it goes. That's deep into the orange side. That's gonna bounce. Oh my god, that was almost in. Back though, into the wall. Next score, if it happens here, will be a definite win. And attempt here. They have Sniper cutting, Sniper being stunned, and an attempted snipe, and now again, and it will be Guardian wiping it away. No, Jinx, and Jinx able to wipe it away. And never mind me, but they've got a round 3, 10-8. And you see the celebrations physically in the air there for the Phoenix players. Wow. Huge shot by Jinx. An exciting finish to this round. And like I said, guarantees that 3rd round. That's always a great thing, ain't it? That was a great round. Started off slower paced, but it got better and better and better. All right, so round 2 in the books. Take a look at the stats. Caleb liking that one with a big wow in there. First time chat on this channel. Well, if there's a moment worth shouting out for the first time, it's definitely that one. I agree. All right, do 1 second here. Sorry for the brief silence, multitasking and all that. Okay, sorry about that. Off to round 3. The silent caster Palidore, as I'm known. Monster now getting that first touch will be stunned on the 3rd round. So here we go. A lot of jostling in the midfield and an open goal. Oh, it's gonna cost him. And this time, Sniper able to get a calm shot without the defense there. Oh, scores on the thing are not accurate. That's unfortunate. I can fix that, but also that's unfortunate. All right, so on the on this launch in the 3rd round, let me actually address the scoring thing real quick. It was 10-8, then 16-9, just for my own reference. All right, so back into the midfield and picked off by Jazz. Jazz approaching up the front of the bubble. Ducking below, nice move. Ducking twice, nice move. And getting the goal. In a groove. That's why it's Jazz. Also, wait. Sorry, it was 16-9 and then 10-8. Yeah, flip that around. All right, so next launch here. Gonna try to hit Jinx. Kind of struggles to get the first grabs because of those bounces, but does find Sniper on the other side. Jinx going for a tap boost here to space up the floor a little bit better, and they do just that. Jinx now has to be careful because otherwise Unknown. He's gonna get that grab, but the interception coming nicely from a well-positioned Guardian at the back line. Guardian bouncing it over to Jinx. Jinx now trying to get a read. Has Monster in the post, Sniper in the opposite lane. They'll find Monster, and they make the most out of that. 5-2. All right, so turnover here and maybe a chance again to go up by a little bit more. As I said, we saw this towards the end of the first round as well, right? Phoenix really struggled to get it going. But once we got towards the last couple of minutes of round 1, we started seeing Phoenix pick up the pace. And then obviously round 2 happened where they were all the better, winning there at the very, very end of the round. And so far, I mean, the narrow lead in this round, 3 there would have been very handy to tie things up for Olympus, but yeah, Phoenix has just been working into their rhythm. They didn't start off as hot, but they've been getting hot over the course of this match. So Olympus just trying to calm it down a little bit. See, going for maybe another dribble play, which we saw some pretty nice ones earlier on from this squad. Gonna be a tough one there, though, with all the defense in the way. So maybe an ill-advised dribble, because they were, if the first stack missed it, they still had that backline player to secure it. So definitely one of those situations where if you're Olympus wanting to, not force the dribble either, if there's just no defense pushing you at all and it's not immediately off of some loose disc gameplay. That said, Jinx here on a pass attempt to Guardian. Would have been nice. Couldn't hit that front cutting pass. So into the trap. It's getting stuck a little bit. Teams both piling on here as Guardian backs it out to Monster. Monster, a successive pass to Jinx, swings around. Ooh, loses the hands, though, it looked like, or just the disc. Either way, could not have keep the grip on it, and that's going to result in the trap clear towards the opposite end from Guardian, who's able to obtain. So 4 minutes into this decisive final round. And down the line it goes, taking a few bounces, but again, defense in the way, and we've seen that a few different times, although they do not get loose. I think Olympus definitely has to be careful of that, because a few of these clears now have gone into about 3 players who are way on the opposite side of the floor. So I think, you know, prioritizing some passes a little bit more instead of trying to force the dribble. Like here again, right? You know, it could work, but they've already got players all up in the midline to contest it, so they're really going to that over and over, but it's costing them almost every time the last 3 or 4 attempts. But into the midfield, bow tie picked by Jazz. Jazz trying to hit a cutting pass to that stack. They'll miss, but they will redirect, so nice concentration on their end, and kind of forcing the rush clear was Guardian right on their tail. Meanwhile, Jinx taking it back, and another hurried pass over to the side where Guardian is going to be contested pretty well and intercepted at the goal by Jazz. So here we go. Let's see if they can find, again, some passes here. Back passes, forward passes, either way. But the clears and the dribbles are definitely putting a hurting on Olympus. Now that said, an open goal could have been eating my words there, because although there were defensive players back, they were not in the goal. They did not pay for it. Jazz able to secure the disc and pass it off. Defense dragged out of the bubble. Good pass to the shoulder. Vacant though. Oh, couldn't find an option, unfortunately. That was some great coverage coming in. Now Guardian softly over to Jinx. Jinx has all the players in tow. Look at this synchronized move up the floor. And Jinx recognizing that they have the space. They have the score advantage, so they don't need to force what isn't there. And I like it. Over to Sniper from that boots. Ooh, the hook pass. Oh, the save. What a great grab from Vacant. A Guardian in his own right. But unfortunately, a rebound. You can see Vacant also directing some traffic there from his teammates after that save. And getting him to position. The goal is open. They couldn't convert, and Sniper now throwing his head back into Stain. Definitely wants that one back. It was a good look. They've still got some time to work with here, though. And they're still ahead for that matter, granted by only a narrow margin. The three-pointer could be open. No, closed off now as the defense gets into position. Now iFoxy soft pass over. I'm not sure what they're going for, but Monster's going to be able to pick that. Didn't really have any options there on the passes. So this could turn over into a 3. This would be huge momentum building, and indeed they're building. No bricks. It sticks. The 8-2 favoring Blue. Phoenix, that is to say, and a timeout on the way to maybe discuss things a little bit. Or maybe not. I don't know. It was a pause and then unpause and then pause again. We shall see. But that said, we have... after this match, might be a couple minutes late, obviously, but we'll get to our next one as soon as possible, which is going to be Tenacious Herbivores versus Tachyon. So if any players from either of those teams are currently watching, they'll be there as soon as possible. Don't you worry. Then also at the top of the hour, although depending on the next match, it could be delayed. We shall see. Cooking Commanders and Streamline are also scheduled to be casted, so we'll get to the games as soon as possible. No breaks, so don't you worry. But anyway, yeah. So let's see. Imagine having a match late. See, I feel like Flair, you're throwing a lot of things out there that you're forcing to respond to. So. The reason you were canceled or almost canceled is because you were the first stream of a cast of a long block, and you guys were very late. You see, we didn't get started until almost 10 minutes out, right? And if you were late then, you would have been canceled. But because you were the only match, you were not canceled, Flair. I'm about to cancel you in a second. That's it. Back into the midfield. Let's go. And back into the third round, that is. It's 8-2. There's a lot of time on the board, okay, for... the return of Olympus. They needed that timeout quite desperately, to be frank. So, question is, will they be able to actually make changes that they need off of this? A score is going to be huge here. Hugely necessary. And no! A big grab by guess who? Guardian! Pumped up after that, and why not? That's at least the third or fourth straight up save in the goal that Guardian has had that's been very necessary. Late because Sam was sleeping. Which seems like a perfectly cancelable offense. Anyways, it's Foxy here to the top of the ceiling and down to Vacant, but Vacant being stunned out very well. Now over to that left lane. Trap, nobody there. Foxy, though, zooming in, but misread the disc. Sniper able to secure the quick clear, but intercepted by Unknown. Again, they still have time, but they need some scores. And a turnover here will be huge. Guardian lining that up. If they do, ooh, that would have put them away potentially. Now some contests going on from Sniper. Sniper swiping it away, handing it off, throwing it down. Guardian hulking up. They are seeing red, or orange in this case, as that goal explodes. What a beautiful, beautiful play. Phoenix looking like they're going to take this round and this match with that 8-point lead. Minute 30 left. Though big hits indeed, as it will be Unknown. The deep fling into the goal, maybe, but no, off on the back. And maybe too little, too late. As it will be Vacant now from the bow tie, trying to still make some late plays. Has Foxy as an option. Foxy, the anchor, bounces off the bottom into the shield. And Jinx now, and Sniper, the clear, the stacks, the recovery, the stuns, everything, all the above. They are feeling it now. And Phoenix looking like, indeed, with 53 seconds left, they're looking to claim another goal and claim a reverse sweep. In fantastic fashion indeed. Calling a game winner in round 2. Now just a straight up dominant round 3. Sniper there stealing away the goal. Forcing Monster into an assist. All right, that will indeed be game. So, because of the timings and all that, I won't be able to stick around too much after the round is over here. I'll send you to the score screens, though, to take a look at what the stats were. Minding you, the round scores allegedly might be a little bit off. But either way, I'll leave you guys on there, and I'm going to get into my next match. So we won't have to wait too long. We have Tenacious Herbivores versus Tachyon next, I believe. And they will just save one more goal. And that will be the round. So congrats to Phoenix. The reverse sweep. Very well played on their end. Separate note, 92% of the channel points were favoring Olympus, so some people are about to get paid. Alright everybody, hello, welcome back to VRML Channel 1. I'm Palidore, and without further ado, we got some more Echo for you. All right, first round starting. Told you it wouldn't be too long. Appreciate these teams waiting a couple extra minutes there to start off the match. So round one, we're gonna get it going just like that. I'm gonna attempt to get you your prediction poll in like the next minute. Just patience, please. But I'll get that for you in just a moment here. So we have Tenacious Herbivores. We have Takin. Give me just, again, a few moments, and we'll get it going on the polls. All right, and now maybe a first goal attempt. No, denied there. Cash flow. The Twitch poll is up for the next 2 minutes, starting right now, so you can go vote. Here we go. Jazz Army. I saw a 4-letter name, and I was still in the last match. Shout out to Jazz. Anyways, that said, it's Army down the floor. It's Octavius Rex with the collect, and now we'll back it out instead. Opting for the patient play. Trying to hit Octavius again, but a little miscommunicated perhaps. Able to still get the disc, but well-positioned was Cash Flow. And Cash Flow trying to go as Knights. Trying to let that one fly, but Knights able to still get the self-rebound off the bounce. Checking behind, checking in front, and maybe no! Right off of Army near the goal, and defending it they still are. Taken back here by Octavius Rex into the midfield. So both teams at a deadlock to start things off for now. See how that changes, though, over the course of this match. We saw, of course, the last match as some great defense being played. How Phoenix got heated up over the course of that series versus Olympus. But both teams now being streamed here and just looking to get their rhythm going a little bit. Always that early round jockeying that you tend to see from the teams a lot of the time on the first few minutes of a cast, you know? But into the bottom of the floor, a nice duck move from Shiny. Shiny, though, getting a shiner from the stun. Meanwhile, Zizzy being stunned just the same. A nice slap over to Octavius. Octavius passing it right below the bubble. And maybe a goal attempt. No! Well, it was an attempt, but no goal, that is, as it's denied, sent out into the midfield. Now 3 players stacked up, and the 3-point open. The 3-point closed. First on the board with a score, it's Knight. And Tenacious Herbivores, they break the ice. Jessica in there, complimenting the shot. Jake the Snake. Phoenix won it in 3, reverse sweep style. Cash Flow, and they're going in style from a mile down the floor, right in high. It's 6 points on the board. That time courtesy of the flowing one. Cash Flow. Sorry if I missed any word sneaks. It was a phantom. It was spectral, you could say. Over here, though, a launch out from Octavius Rex and trying to make a play. Break the scoring ice on their end now. Eating a couple threes in a row. Not going to make a team feel good, but it can always be undone in a hurry. They'll send it over to Octavius, who imports it over. Army right below to Zizzy, but stunned. Left Dizzy, in fact, has a clear coming out. But intercepted. Octavius to the ceiling. Army inverted. Couldn't make it count. A top pocket attempt, it looked like, as Shiny does recover. Now Shiny eyeing it down. The hook pass over to the side. Picked up by Army. And the hammer. Well done. The extra pass buying them the bonus. Which is to say, the ice breakage. Psychotic getting the question thoroughly answered by the Twitch chat. Good job. Good job, Twitch. You're on top of things today. Okay, here into the sideline, it's Cash Flow. A good dish off, a stun, another open 3. Boy, oh boy. Takin has to be careful about leaving those open goals. They've already eaten 2 threes, and that was almost a 3rd one. But over into the midfield, Zizzy with a recovery. That's going to bounce Army's way, and Army with a heave into the front line towards that bubble. Now, they might have an open 3 or at least a 2 attempt as there it is. There it goes. There it was. It's how it always shall be. It's 6-4. Zizzy able to score on that one. See Shocker trying to see shock me, but Joke's on you, I've gotten that one before. I will concede there is a... You know what? No, I'll find a way. I'll find a way. I will find a way. Green shirt here. Doesn't look like a very green shirt to me, but nonetheless, a patiently rolled out offense. Not pressured by Octavius too much or any of the defensive players. Content with a 2-point lead to just mosey their way on up the floor. Green shirts having intercepted though by Shiny. There's the duck. Shiny been favoring those duck moves and now favoring a pass to the cross. Cross to the back, back to the front, and side to side. Back, back, front, front, side to side. It's a score. 6-6, in fact. Nice job to come back after eating those first 2 3-pointers in a row. Well, they've scored a few of their own in a row.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So 6 minutes into this round, which is to say 4 minutes left in this best of 3 first round. Nice series of runs from both teams, seeing if maybe now for the tenacious ones, they can go for a tenacious run of their own. It's been a little while since they've seen a score go in. But with a clear down the way, this might open the lanes up, but 3 players all getting back efficiently for tenacious herbivores. Now a quick clear, the stack was out. Will they be there in time? Yes, they will. Green shirt now, flinging it deep. A rebound potentially by Cash Flow. Turning, and burning! It's Cash Flow! Continuing now where they left off earlier on. Sometimes when you go scoreless for several minutes in a row, you just need that first one, right? And they've got it.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Shiny down the floor, seeing if they can offer that rebuttal or not. But no, captured by Becca, rather. And Becca into the clear, might set up a teammate for kind of an assist of sorts because there's nobody home but a Knight on their own. My, oh my. So it will be 2 goals now in a row coming back. And that's really been the story of this round thus far. 2 goals in a row to start things off for Tenacious Herbivores. Then it was 3 in a row for Tekken. And now 2 in a row for Tenacious again. So both of these teams not really bothered by the scoring runs. They're just ebbing and they're flowing. And so far it's resulted in a quite competitive match. So lovely first round start. Interception to Octavius. Trying to send it right back down towards the bubble. Has a couple of players awaiting. But there's also defense in the area. So intercepted once again by Octavius. The quick duck move. Now up high it goes. The handoff play. The goalie stunned. Coordinated to perfection. Mwah! Chef's kiss. I prefer the team names on the bottom or top of the screen. Well, bottom. It'd be weird if I preferred top and then designed the bottom overlays, right? I like it like this, though, because it really opens up a lot of space on the top and the sides of the screen, because now everything is all condensed in the same little area. You don't have to dart your eyes anywhere else. That said, darting for the dive was Zizzy. Zizzy to the midfield, where it's going to be Army. No, actually, a good tab boost from Cashflow. A good grab by Cashflow, but Cashflow's saying, oh no, not very cash. Got stunned. Lost the disc. Another stun. Got the disc. Octavius Rex now. Octavius needs to get rid of it, though, because the stacks are nearby. Picked at the bottom of the bubble. Trying to pop that bubble. Oh, that's trouble. Oh, but so is that. Look at that. Green shirt. What a great grab of saving the alley-oop. It looked like maybe the pass was fumbled just briefly and that was enough time, but will it be enough for this? Yes, it will. Another save, another disc knocked loose. The defense here from Tenacious Herbivores. They are looking like carnivores. Absolutely eating up these discs as they go into the goal. That's implying that the disc was meat. That said, they can meet maybe the return, the rebound, and again, shot found. It's Cashflow. What's up, comms? I am spitting bars. I'm cool, calms, and collected. Yeah? Jessica complimenting Tekken's great passing plays. Alright, so on the recovery. Wow, that's an open 3. Would have been handy for sure. Only 24 seconds remaining. The clock is just about out. Let's see, though. Maybe one more goal? No, denied again. Really impressed here as this round comes to a close. Really impressed by the Tenacious Herbivores. defense there. In that last minute, I mean, there's a couple very close attempts near that goal that they were able to deny, and it was those two denials that basically won them this round. So, well done. Clutch defense is hard. I mean, clutch offense is also hard. But nonetheless, you know what isn't hard? Me going back here to the transition screen if I can. Let's see. I'm also going to attempt to get my webcams up if I can. Apologies for not having them up yet because, let's see. I was almost late. I wasn't Flare style, but I was almost late to this stream. I had some board meat stuff right before. Let me see. Okay. Does this work? Ah, there we go. I didn't even check my hair first. Hopefully it's not messy like it usually is. It's okay. All right, so what's up, guys? Yeah, thanks for joining me here on this channel. Almost dropped my Xbox controller there. Let me see what we've got on the Twitch end of things. I know I'm missing some stuff, but you know, it might take some time. Okay, might take some time. Anyway, what does Word Snake do? Just a way to play some word games with your casters, or at least with me. throw out a word, and I try to somehow sneak it, or if nothing else, for certain words, just force it into a cast in a relevant way. Some words are more challenging than others. Some words are longer than others. But we'll work with what we got, you know. Now, anyway, we do have a little bit of a pause here, which on that note, I don't know if anyone from Cookie Commanders or Streamline are currently in the chat. Let me know if you are before this timeout expires. Basically, I just want to know if I have to ping you on Discord or not, because obviously we're going to have to go to the end of this match. Might end in 2, might end in 3. But yeah, I'll be there as soon as I can. So if either of you guys are here from either of those teams, Streamline or Cookie Commanders, let me know. And yeah, I'll be basically in right after this ends. Sparkly coming soon. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you guys for moving your match, and also just to clarify, like if you guys do have to start before I get there, that's perfectly fine too. Just so you know. Like obviously, I'd love to cast you, and I'll be there as soon as I can. But just to clarify, because I know you guys already moved the time like 30 minutes for me. So if I'm late because of this round, this match going to like 3 rounds, for instance, then you can wait. But if you guys got to start, if either team has to start, go ahead and start. If you want. Otherwise, we'll be there. No problem. We'll wait for you as long as it takes. Okay. See, I like, you know, you don't have to, but I like to hear that. I will give it my all. As always. Just gotta make sure to hydrate plenty before then, I guess. But yeah, apologies. You know, it's one of those things where if I take 3 matches in a row, basically, if even one of the first 2 matches goes to 2 rounds, usually that keeps the schedule. But if there's like multiple timeouts or both goes to 3 rounds, well then it kind of throws off the 3rd match. But I feel like it's better to try for the 3rd match than to not, you know? 'Cause it's like, usually it's a safe bet to think that one of my first 2 matches will go to 2 rounds or have no timeouts. But sometimes, you know, it doesn't happen. You got to work with what you got. But, you know, we'll definitely get, definitely trying to get all the casts that we can. On that note, and I don't visit it right now, guys. Well, I mean, you can if you want, but I'm going to update it a little bit after this stream is over and I have time to cool down. Just to throw my own, like, selfish, cheap plug in there. I am opening up a Patreon. I've been resisting doing that for the last couple years because I really didn't want to, like, accept money from community at all. But, you know, I'm kind of at a point, too, where I want to keep casting as much as possible, and a little bit of side money may help that. I don't want to have to go away from casting as much. So that's kind of the deal. It's not required at all. It's not related to VRML officially in any capacity, but if you guys do want to contribute at all, I'll be offering like casts and stuff for people who wish to at Palidore. Like I said, not a requirement. Oh, excuse my... Oh no! It's not round 3. Excuse my fat finger on that one. I'm gonna have to adjust that. Round 2. showing that I'm not worth a single penny. I can't even manage the overlays right. But anyways, yes, I'll be doing that, but again, it's not like a required thing. There's a lot of people in VRML who contribute immensely to making this work. It's not just me. So this is like purely a selfish thing because I want to stay casting, 100 matches per month if I can. But anyways, that said, here we go into the second round. We're going to get it going. Octavius Rex now from the back line. Octavius now working up to the front. Slowly, patiently, seeing what they can do. That's going to be caught over here on the nice pass. Slow start, but I like it. Like a patient start is what I mean. Look at this. Executed to perfection. And from the anchor, what a grab. Who was that? Green shirt, I think. There are so many bodies in the area. That was a fantastic stop, though. That was an anchor attempt that was stopped and snagged. Not that difficult. That said, we're getting to it. Still scoreless yet. Cash flow. Losing the disc there, though, to Army. And down below on the pass to Octavius, trying to maneuver around Cashflow, who's been really pesky on the defensive line across this round, the last couple rounds. And let's see, that shot, could it be? The goal is open, so the first one in. And now, finally, after a little bit of jostling back and forth, these teams have a chance to once again breathe after the first minute and a half. Just don't breathe too deep, or else you might get pneumoultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Probably how you say it. I think it's coniosis. That was close. Like I said, some words are harder than others, and that's the best you're going to get from me on that one. Nonetheless, though, it's going to be picked here by Octavius, but right back, it's Green Shirt. Another steal. Green Shirt has also been impressing defensively with those steals. Now back to cash flow from the left lane. Deep down it goes. It's going to be a bit low. Taken here by Army. Army attempting a pass, but missing the reach of the offensive player there. So we'll be back to the orange side as Tenacious now trying to capture this goal. A cross cutter, but no, a little bit mistimed, unfortunately, for Tenacious Herbivores. So we'll get possession right back to Takian. And Takian now have a chance, although the stack's a little delayed, it seems like. But misread. A lot of time here to maybe get the disc, but both teams could not find that disc as quickly as you would normally see it grabbed, focusing on maybe some stack breakage at the midline instead. Oh, the duck move. How about that from Cashflow? That was pretty slick, but the pass not there. Back to the opposite side of the floor. Getting caught up here in the trap as the defense attempts to retreat. Actually went off the dome of Cash, it looks like. But we'll be snagged now by Puddles here. And Puddles to Zizzy. I remember calling out Puddles last time on stream because, well, hold that thought. It's Army with a handoff attempt to Zizzy. And now Zizzy right down below, bouncing it over to Octavius. Octavius has Army, maybe, no. And it will be a steal from Becca. Now off that backboard, the setup, no, just again by the defense, retreating in time. Yeah, Puddles, my great-grandma had a dog named Puddles because that dog left puddles all over the house. At least that was a running joke, and it was also very factual. But anyways, that said, I like the name Puddles. It's funny to me. Even without that context, Puddles is just a great name in general. But that said, Puddles here maybe will scuttle for the goal. Hey, hey, hey. Make way for the score. It's 4-0.
11,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, on this joust now, Green Shirts. Sending a really quick one over to Cashflow. Cashflow, what a shield from Cashflow. Playing tricks on him like a joker even, but that said, it'll get to the other side of the lane where Becca's stunned out by Zizzy. Zizzy unable to find the recovery, at least at first, but the second attempt was good. Down the floor it goes. Seeing if they can make like Joker and Train, or yes, make like Flare and Train down the floor, but getting stuck on the tracks and derailed. Be picked off by Cashflow. Again, Cash putting in the moves. Saying Cashew outside, how about that? If they can get to the 3, maybe, but no, Knight unable to read the disc. A nice shield coming in as well from Puddles. Puddles able to secure the disc after the shield, and now maybe make way for a clear, a boost, and a grab. That lane is open, the shot is there, but no. Closed off by Knight in the shining armor, finding cash flow at the other end. Cashflow receiving the pass back. Meanwhile, the stacks pinging and ponging, but causing just enough disruption to knock that disc into the wall where it's taken back. Now an attempted score off the pass. Ooh, lovely whirl around move. And a wave off from Octavius. Oh my. But waving that goodbye to the 6-point lead. Nicely done from Tekken. Doing an effective job so far to hold, after several minutes, to hold, well, Tenacious scoreless, as you can see. And despite that first round loss, just coming right back in spectacular fashion here for an uncontested 6-point lead in round 2. What was the first round scores as Amcrex? Yeah, they were, 1 second here, 12 to 10. Yeah, 12 to 10, that's right. Favoring Tenacious. Jessica saying, every bubble play is intense. Yeah, usually the case gets very, very heated inside that bubble. You know, compared to Echo Arena, which maybe, you know, not as many people know these days. I'm sure maybe half the viewers know it, but Echo used to be 3v3 for like the first 2.5 years or so. Used to be 3v3 in both pubs and the competitive play for ESL and such. When VRML came along in 2019, November 2019, around that time is when it started changing. It was actually no, several months before that. So in the summer when Pizza League, a community league that a lot of us were a part of, casting and playing for, did the 4v4 thing, and then people started liking that a lot, and yeah, the game kind of shifted over to 4v4, which I like a lot. I love, in fact. Opened up so many new metas and so many new strategies and options, because 3v3, while I still, you know, have a soft spot for 3v3 sometimes, it just got stale in a sense, right? Like in terms of the meta, because there's only so much you can do when you only ever have that, you know, single stack and only ever have those 2 passing options, and then, you know, when you have one player being left in goal on defense and such, it kind of limited how creative that 3v3 could get. It was very methodical, very tactical by the end of the 3v3 meta, but it definitely kind of reached its ceilings at a certain point. So I love 4v4 because that's when it opened up all these creative launches, these multi-stacks, the double stacks, the various lane defenses on top of the man defenses. The options are endless. And one day, I think it'll also go to 5v5. Not anytime soon, and I think it'll be like more like an Echo sequel when the arena is bigger. Like, I do think the arena would have to be like 20% larger or something first. But I do think, like, years in the future, if we ever get kind of a remake of Echo or a sequel to Echo where the arena is scaled larger and things like that, I think 5v5 would be a natural progression. But anyways, continuing this timeout here in this second round. And again, the Cookie Commanders match versus Streamline is next. May be delayed a little bit, depending if this goes to the 3rd round. So again, my apologies for that, because I know those teams did reschedule too, just to be able to be casted by me. So it's appreciated. I'll make sure to give it the excessively energetic casting job. I always try to do that, though, of course, if I can. But yeah, we will be there as soon as possible for sure. But meanwhile, just dealing with whatever reason this timeout is timed out for. Not quite sure what it is. If it's just maybe re-strategizing, which could be the case, honestly. I mean, it's not a bad move at all, because they're down 6, but with 4 minutes left, that's not an insurmountable lead to overcome if you're the Herbivores. So definitely a timeout I recommend taking. And J-Dub saying, no hurry, we love the Herbivores. Oh, good stuff. Glad to hear that. Yeah, that's always a cool thing. I like this is also, again, why we love, and I like personally love, making sure we cast teams of every rank. Which, small reminder, do use those hype votes, the hype votes on the website, because that's a large reason. Well, that's the reason I picked up the 3 matches I did tonight. Olympus versus Phoenix had 31 hype votes when I picked it up, and that was by far the most of the time. This match, Tenacious Herbivores versus Tachyon, had 18 hype votes, by far the most of the time. And then Cookie Commanders versus Streamline had 12. So, yeah. Use those votes, we do it. But anyway, getting back to my point, that's why I like streaming all the ranks, because then you kind of, you see different faces kind of tuning into the streams here, supporting teams, you know, from their division and stuff like that, you know, supporting their friends, and that's why it's great, and that's why that shot is also great. That's why the timeouts are great, by the way. You see, you re-strategize, you ice the other team, and then next time around, you're gonna get the first score. It happens quite a bit. If nothing else, and maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot from a production standpoint by saying this, but I see a lot of times teams take timeouts, tactical timeouts, and then they unpause after like 1 minute, and I'm kind of wondering, what was the point of that then? Because sometimes I'm thinking, you need to ice the other team out a little bit more. Use a little bit more time if you can. Like I said, the production side of me says I shouldn't have just said that. But I notice it, you know, when teams are using the timeouts to their fullest extents. I mean, it provides better opportunities for them on the other side, because they really disrupt the momentum for the hot team. But anyway, it's Puddles with the disc here on that cut, trying to get it to Army, and Army swinging around. Army being disarmed by Green Shirt again. Green Shirt has been very, very impressive here defensively today. Zizzy on the other side passes it to the cross to Puddles. Puddles has some options. Will not find one though. Into the back line it goes. Setting sail are the stacks. Recovered. It's Octavius. Octavius having stolen by Knight. And Knight over, trying to bounce it to Cashflow perhaps as a 3-stack unfolds into the recovery and into the backboard perhaps. There it is. Oh, perfect. No, we didn't. A pyramid scheme from Cashflow. Off that back pyramid. What a nice shot.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
And just like that, Herbivores are within 2. They ate 3 goals in a row. They are within reach and looking much, much better than before that timeout. So the strategy may be paying off. Meanwhile, Tachyon here, well aware that they have got to break this ice now and score once again. Find their good feels, their good flows. Denied again, though, by Knight. A shield at the shield he was, and that's going to result in a clear into the bubble. Now this bubble about to burst once again. Knight! And to the delight of the Twitch chat, certainly, and the delight of anyone who's a fan of the Herbivore as well, they have just secured themselves a tie. That's 3 in a row their way.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The Foliate saying, I see what you did there. Right now, Tachyon needing to exfoliate. They need to wipe away those bad rhythms and find a score. All it takes is 1. And with a quick play here, that's a nice play, the nice joust, and they buy the 3. That's huge, huge, huge to score here with less than a minute remaining. They are up by 3. Round 3 could be on the way.
8, 7, 6.
That is a massive give up. If nothing else, again, if a 2 had gone in, you would have been okay with it. You wouldn't have loved it, but you would have been okay with it. But for the Herbivores, that puts them in a really tough position where they are going to have to score here fast. Oh my goodness, that was almost... Anyway, they're going to have to prioritize that 3 now. So a rebound here quickly if they can. Finding the handles. Defense trying to get in line, and indeed they do. A steal into the midfield and ejected. That could do it here. 15 seconds left. They need to get that disc in a hurry, and they do. There's Knight being stunned though, and securing it, fading away. So a quick release, but not really any time. Looks like, indeed, the 3rd round is gonna be on the way. And what a wonderful job that was from Herbivores to almost come back, but then that clutch up 3 at the end from Tachyon was able to secure it in an effective fashion. With well, I think 50 seconds was on the clock when they scored that. So great work on their part. They're gonna go into a decisive 3rd round as a result. So there, as you can see, yeah, I mean, 12 to 10 and then 9 to 6, both rounds, super close. Both rounds came down to the last minute of action, essentially. So hats off. Indeed, you know, again, Tenacious, they timed out, or they used a timeout beautifully, and it gave them 3 goals in a row when they came out of it, but just that 1-3, as I say, those threes are just the biggest killers in Echo, because so much of Echo gameplay these days are based around the bubble play and exchanging 2-pointers over and over, right? When you throw off that balance with that 1-3 that goes in, those open threes when they happen now and then, or otherwise, those are the ones that really just put a hurting on you, because again, it turns a situation where, you know, in that last minute, Tenacious Herbivores could have been in position to just score nice and easy to tie it up and go to an overtime or something like that. But because of that 3, it pressured them into playing much more aggressively than they wanted to be. But with that, here we go. 3rd round, and the horns sound. Let's get it going. 10 minutes, and the winner going to be decided at the end of it. So, first joust will be secured. First shot. What a hit! Zizzy absolutely cutting through the defense for an incredibly nice way to open their round. Not the easiest shot to hit. Came in with some heat, and there was defense there, but one smooth motion. Got it to go. See, MJR, almost said Mr. Junior. MJR cheering on Tachyons. And $1,000 on them. Well, if that's true, best of luck to you. That said, Cash Flow here trying to make a goal on that fade away. And, uh-oh. A potential crash, it looks like, indeed, from Becca. Not what you want to see in the 3rd round. That said, an interception from Cash Flow at the bottom. Now they have Green Shirt. Green Shirt has to be careful not to pass it, and it won't, but it will be secured by Zizzy on that save. Now, over to the bubble it goes. Gonna be maybe an open goal, but a misread, unfortunately, by the Blues squad. They'll still get it back as working away around, and what a save there from Knight. They are down a player, but not down in spirit. They might still have this, and if they can spear that through the goal, that would have been massive to capitalize on a 3v4 somehow. But nonetheless, disc here being lost at the wall. Cash Flow, another secured disc into a clear. Again, Cash has just been all over that disc, up and down the floor tonight. They are holding pretty strong and steady, but something's got to give when they're down a player at some point. At some point, it's going to be, well, some points. Army, off of the assist from Zizzy. Really well done to hold steady, though. That was an impressive volley coming in from the Herbivores. They almost scored a couple of times, in fact, despite being down a player. But here we go, Cash Flow, and big pickoff by Rex, but actually taken right back again. This is going to be an open 3, and Cash is going to make it, of course. Of course. Cash has been like an ATM all night. Just keeps on giving the money. And with that, they're within 2 points. Easy does it. All right, so down the floor, still on and still down a player, I think. Are they? It will be taken here by Cash Flow again. Could it be? It's a 3. No, yes. Off the backboard. You know, shooter's touch. I'll call it shooter's touch. He was aiming for it. Oh, I like the fact that Cash Flow's little tagline was, "Oops, I dinged it again." I know it wasn't a ding, but anyway. In any case, yes, we are, well, they are in the lead, and we are back to 4v4, it looks like? Yeah, so, that said, let's see. It's Knight there trying to contest deep in the blue lane, down the field, missing the handles, and maybe an open goal. No, Cash Flow was able to secure it. It was Becca who had dropped for that last play, or a couple plays ago, but yeah, Becca is back in the mix now, so, wow, you gotta hand it to the Herbivores. They are killing it here. That said, the pass, just grazes off the iron. Now it's back to Army. Army doing as much as they can muster. And to Octavius, Rex it'll go for the goal. They're back up by 1. 1 point. Tackins staying strong. 6 minutes left.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
These Jessica Cats' heart racing. Definitely. These third rounds, they get the blood pressure up as they go up. What a nice move that was. Quick dribble, tap, and into the goal. Green shirt makes them hurt. Right in the corner pocket and dings into the goal. That was quite a hit. Quite a hit indeed.
10, 9, 8,
And with that,
6.
I mean, it's looking like the third round is close, just as close as rounds 1 and 2. I mean, again, round 1 and 2 were both decided in the final minute by 1 goal. It was 2 points in round 1, 3 points in round 2, I believe, but they've been so close, immensely entertaining and competitive here in this final round now as we go into maybe a bubble play. No, a back out into the midline, but oh, misses both midfielders that did not hit the mark. And that is dangerous territory into a potential goal. Becca being stunned, green shirt there, trying to get the handles, but Octavius Rex able to send it off into the midfield, and that's going to result in a deep clear down that mail slot. Rebound to Rex. Rex trying to find the patient pass. What a save, Knight! The absolute paragon inside the goal, but that disc is not gone. It's back to Puddles. Puddles on the cut. And green shirt, the defense! The defense from Knight now as well. What an incredible defensive stand from every single player on the Herbivores. But they have to do it again. So Tenacious are attacking because they are getting the opportunities still to attack again and again. Just incredible defensive play that we saw there inside the bubble about 3 different times. My goodness. Octavius Rex, though, they're persistent, but cash flow just as well. Another steal, snag, cleared, delivered into the blue, down the floor, recovered by Knight. Knight on a tough slicer of a shot. Bouncing into the wedge, picked up by Becca. Becca quickly slinging it towards Knight on a 360 pass nearly. Now down the field, this could be an open opportunity. Every hit so important in the third round, but they misread the disc. That said, an interception. Oh my God! Green shirt! They are ridiculous! The defense here from everybody. Just incredible. In chat there, gold/plat match. I know I have it gold in the overlays, but this is gold/plat. That said, that is gold. How about that? Green shirt, the defense. Green shirt, the offense. Green shirt. Apparently wore the lucky shirt today. Unbelievable. Save after save. And then the goal finally. And again, this is not to discredit Tachyon at all because they are doing so good of getting that disc back and getting attempt after attempt, but we're just seeing some incredible defense in the bubble there those last couple of minutes from the tenacious Herbivores. Nothing else to say about that. They clamped down in a way that you do not see teams clamp down a lot in. It's not often you see turnovers like that forced 3 or 4 times in a row where it wasn't just, luck bait. Like, it was just straight up great skill, and with that, they are climbing over that mountain to maybe capture this win if they keep this up. Knight now finding a goal from the backboard as well. Same spot that green shirt just hit from a moment ago. 12-7. 2 minutes remaining in the third round. And 2060, 6:15 a.m. The names are right below the scores there. I know they're a little bit dimly lit, but they're there. That said, it's Zizzy here from that Nuggets. They need some scores rather quickly. They just might get it, but off the head of green shirt. I'm not even sure he moved for it, but he was there. Green shirt is absolutely killing it. Wearing all the clothes tonight because just leaving the offense naked, it seems like. Every single time they drive into the goal. Down into the bottom of the trench here will be picked up by Octavius, rather. And Octavius and Army latched, trying to dribble down the floor. Misreading the disc, though, as it sails into the sideline. Will be picked up by Cashflow. 1:20 remaining. Now with that, it's going to be picked up. Again, the time is draining. It's not... They need to score quickly, and honestly, they probably need to both be threes as Army goes, but a snag from Cashflow. What a ridiculous... I don't even know what to say anymore. The defense here has just been the integral part of this this impending victory for Tenacious Herbivores. The amount that they have clutched up and clamped down in the third round have just been incredible. Man, oh man. So into the tunnel. Puddles with another recovery, bouncing it in. But this clock is ticking down. 42 seconds remaining. And unless we see a 3 right about now, this is just going to be a defensive juggernaut of a team in the Herbivores securing this third round. So taking off, and with that 30-second mark, we have hit that mathematical time now, excuse me. They have time to capture maybe one more goal. There's Cashflow trying to hit Knight. Knight from the top, Knight to the bottom, trying to say good night and good fight as the defense contests. But another attempt, another rebound, and it will sail slowly into the goal for Cashflow. That will indeed be the series. 14-7 in the third round. Tenacious Herbivores take it. And I am going to waste no time now in getting to my next match. So I'm going to send it to the score screen so you guys can get a read. But you're not going to hear from me for a couple minutes as I get to my next match. But congrats to the Herbivores. That was amazing, amazing. Alrighty, everybody, hello, and welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1. My thanks to these teams for waiting the extra length here to get the cast. We're here. I mean, great matches. Just delayed us a little bit on this third stream, so much apologies for that. But I'm glad you guys decided to wait and were able to. We're going to get this going. We got Cookie Commanders. We got Streamline here about to start off. And I'm excited to see what both these teams provide. This is my first look at both of them this season. Cookie Commanders in the Silver 4 division currently, also returning from Season 4 as a team. Silver 4 division for Streamline as well. They've been around for a couple seasons now as well. So with that, here we go. First round, I'm Palidore. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I will get your prediction polls sometime in the next minute or so stay tuned. I know it's not up yet. But I'll get there, probably after the next goal or so. All right, here we go. So first joust underway for these two teams. Over on blue, it's Streamline. On orange, it's Cookie Commanders. And seeing if they can command the first goal, it's JP, though, trying to get the first blow there, but getting KO'd instead by Queen and Silent Cowboy. The aforementioned now linking down the floor, trying to hurry up into the recovery where it's bounced off the wall. Quick move there by JPKA. Wait, is that like a JPKA mother? Anyways, JP down the floor into the wall. Coda Ghost now looking to pick it up. Maybe Silent Cowboy as well, but being dislodged by John Dewan and only. Down the floor, it's Chemist looking lonely. Over there to the boot, though, and maybe next the shoot. No, it's going to be up to the top where Silent Cowboy beat bop. Maybe they can bop into the goal, and indeed it goes. It's going to be 2 points. First on the board, 1 minute in, favoring Orange Squad. Cookie Commanders. And now I'm going to get your predictions really quick. Cookie Commanders versus Streamline. All right, 2 minutes on the clock. Go. Oops. now. There you go. 2 minutes. Prediction polls. All right, so taken up here by Coda Ghost on the stun. Nice defensive play as the stacks now retreat into the blue zone. Upside down is Silent Cowboy. Over to Queen Maddie and off on the ding. Backboarded ding. Picked up though by Coda Ghost. Trying to make the most of the opportunity if they can. A quick juke and a reset nicely to Chemist. Chemist over to the shield, the barrier, and backing it out even further. I like this. They're very willing to back pass and drag out the disc as they forward it on to the pocket. Couldn't lock it down, but still Chemist the rebound and a bottom bouncing pass kind of in between the two teammates. Unable to find anything productive out of that, but they will still set off into the trap where it's picked by Bomber there. And Silent Cowboy again. A lot of brawls now in the midfield. And a bounce will go right into the perfect setup. There's Chemist going full metal for the 4th point. 4th metal alchemist, I guess. I kind of want some cookies right now. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to chat too. All right, so Bomber, B-Team Bomber, on the joust, is able to get that clear. It's going to be Aiden there, passing it off there to Juan. John to Juan, that is. And John to Aiden. Juking around just a little bit. Oh, awkward bounce, but B-Team Bomber was still able to secure it. With that said, pass it right off to Chemist on the intercept. Nice work by Chemist playing the midfield, but a quick chain link from B-Team Bomber and JP. As it's sent into the orange lane. Silent Cowboy up high the ceiling, backs it out to the stack in the back line, who stuns out, who was that? John on the way out. But another interception here. Both teams still attempting to find their bearings as it's picked. And again, popped out, intercepted at the midfield. And now it's going to be John DeWan being stunned by Coda. Coda right behind. And I like this, just maneuvering around a little bit, trying to wait for maybe the stacks to get going first and just not rush a clear into the midfield if they can. That said, they do need to rush that one. It's going to bounce awkwardly, but over to Coda. Coda Ghost now, bouncing it on the bottom of the floor. That has a chance! Left side, though, of that goal. It's going to bounce back into the favor of Streamline, but that said, Streamline being taken off guard by Queen Madilove. And once more, a clear down the orange lane. So that's going to bounce. Oh my goodness. That's in. That's in. What a way to get it going. Why not from JPKA? Mother, father. It's really hard not to want to say that. I don't know what JPKA stands for, but reminds me a lot of Yippee-ki-yay. All right, into the launch now from Chemist off that very, very fortuitous bounce. And I say fortuitous not to say that it was lucky in a sense. I mean, it's always one of those situations where it's like, did you expect it to go in for sure? Maybe not. But did you give it a chance to go in? Yes. So, kind of a mix, right? So Coda Ghost here with a soft passing play over to Chemist. Chemist, though, locked off by the defense, kind of closing the elevator doors on him. That said, just bounces right back to Chemist. Chemist in through the tunnel on the clear. Actually make that a bouncing pass and off the backboard. Oh, that would have been lovely, but unable to convert. Slapped out by Aiden into the trench. Palidore, come to my house, says Flair. That sounds like a vague threat. I'm not sure. What's at your house? Why? Quinn VR saying from NYC. Oh, cool. You know what? Now your name makes even more sense. New York Quinn. But also Quill. I appreciate the double pun that your name kind of is. Although, I thought your city never sleeps, or is that Vegas? Regardless. Into the midfield it's gonna go. Ricocheting a few different times. Latching was Silent Cowboy trying to contest 4 different players there. And that's gonna be a shot. Wow, dinging in. JP Kaye again. I love that name too much. I don't know how to say it otherwise though. JP. But what a great hit that was as well. Pocketed, well, dinged it in, I should say, kind of on a semi-fadeaway shot. Tough hits, and that is 2 great shots now coming in from JP. to give them their 6 points. That said, Cowboy here being dislodged, though, by JP and John Dewan. Another attempt at the goal. A lot of contesting there. Held onto that disc for an awful long time. Rebound is coming in from Cowboy, but Cowboy did not find that back line. Meanwhile, delaying them was Chemist, and into the midfield. John does not have much time, neither does Silent Cowboy. JP, another 3, another rebound, and another read. It's a 1v4, and Queen with a recovery. Nice steal, and ejects it into the midfield, and ejected on the stacks. They're forming, and they've got the angles. Hooked it, though. Silent Cowboy passing to himself just about. They've still got the opportunity, and Silent Cowboy wiping away the sweat and saying, you know, I might have missed a 3, but that's okay. We got this. I'll make up for it with a 2. With some contested defense in my face. So, no harm, no foul. They still got the goal, and that's what matters. Alright, so Aiden now on this launch. Tries to hit Bomber there, B-Team Bomber. John Dewan and JP trying to pick up the disc on the other side. 2 players on the defense. Chemist inside the goal, turning into a 1-on-1. Oh, unfortunate though, lost the grip. So it slips by into the midfield, and that was a potential guarantee going one way, and now resulting in maybe points the other. Silent Cowboy. They've got themselves now 8-6 on the scoreboard. There's still 2 minutes left in this first round, though.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Jessica saying know how he felt about that one, and Steel saying blooper reel. Yeah, you know, it happens to the best of us sometimes. Sometimes it's our fault, sometimes it's not, but I think stuff like that has probably happened to everyone at least at one point or the other, as a few points saved by Queen. Picking it off, but unfortunately a rebound coming in, another pocket attempt to that left pocket. Again from Aiden, lost the disc, it looks like, the almost identical way it looked like. Right when he brought it behind the back, the grip was just lost, if my eyes aren't mistaken me anyways. But either way, they're still going to maintain somewhat possession, maybe, no. Diving out, Chemist. But an awkward bounce actually is going to give it away into a 3-point play. Oh my goodness, bombs away for the B-Team Bomber. Feels bad, man. Now, see, I played a little mixed private match just before I started casting tonight, like an hour before. I had something like that, almost just like that happen, where I threw a clear / shot attempt. It bounced completely backwards into a setup goal for the other team. Feels bad. Like I said, happens to all of us. But anyway, that said, it's a really close game, 9-8 here so far, and really just not a lot of wiggle room to work with. Every point is going to matter so much more. A 1-point lead. If they can score again, it could be some ice, potentially. 30 seconds remaining. Now Streamline, looking at what they can do. A 2-point would help. But they do miss the disc. Now again on this attempt, passing it right beneath. Now they don't even have to score is the thing. They have a 1-point advantage, but if they do score, oh no, it's gonna be Silent Cowboy saying absolutely not. You be quiet. Down the floor it goes. This is gonna open the lane. Maybe, Silent Cowboy in the back, the rebound, the lead, and the 1-round win going the way of Cookie Commanders. Oh my goodness. What a clutch. And this is where you're saying too, if you're Streamline, who otherwise, they played a fantastic round, but if you're Streamline, this is where you're also saying, man, maybe we should have held the disc there in the last possession. We didn't need to score, and then once it got chaotic in that bubble, and the disc was being kind of thrown all over the place, essentially. Because I don't think I meant to do that. There we go. Stat screen. But once it started getting crazy in that bubble there towards the last 30 seconds, at some point, they really needed, I think, that back pass, that single back pass for Streamline, right? Because you can tell, like, they were starting to, breathe heavy, and they were starting to get a little bit caught up in the moment there, which, again, happens to everyone in those situations. But that, a reset there or just, backing up the disc could have secured them that round with a 1-point win, or at least opened up some space for some better passes, right? But sure enough, the clutch save coming in from Cookie Commanders, followed up by the goal at the very end. Who was it? It was Silent Cowboy on the save, and then the game-winning goal hit by, I'm not sure, quite frankly, can't remember now. Goldfish Brain, but it was clutch. Okay, what a way to end the round. I'm excited to see now what the second one provides. Let's get to it. Coda hit the game winner. Thank you, thank you, thank you. TV cash flow. By the way, GG's. And thanks for having me in your match earlier on. Thank you for the commentary, keeping me on point as Coda gets the first point. I suppose starting round 2 the same way they finish then. Blair asking about Eclipse. I miss my like playing with them, or or playing in general. Because I miss Eclipse as my teammates. But as far as do I miss playing on Eclipse, I'll let a good thing be a good thing, right? We had our time, and I don't miss, I reminisce, I guess I should say. Picked up though by Chemist. He don't miss on that pickup. Now blue team back at it again for Streamline. Seeing if they, I think really a big thing for Streamline in this case, I want to see Streamline start off strong. I want to see them get some early goals here. Doesn't have to be a lot. I just want to see them get some early goals, because after losing the first round in the manner that they did, it would be easy to come out here a little bit deflated or discouraged. So, if you're a Streamline fan and you see them score early and playing hard defense like they are right now, snub-nosed defense, that's exactly what you want to see. It means they're still mentally on the right track for a successful second round. Here it goes. If they can get that shot to fall, oh, they will not. Unfortunately, a rebound, though, looks like it's going to be had in a quick second here. But yeah, you just want to see them get that first goal and get the confidence back underneath them, I should say. Because I'm pretty sure anyone who's lost in kind of game-ending scenarios, game winners going against them, it's tough sometimes to stay super positive after that, right? Because you feel like, oh, we had it. So definitely an important part of Echo Arena, that mental game. But that said, so far locked and loaded are the Cookie Commanders. They are back in offensive position for a moment, although floating behind that Geo offered no passing lane, so good turnover caused by the defense of Streamline. Now, as that makes its way into the bubble, it's intercepted again, taken back by Silent Cowboy. The possessor of that clutch save towards the end of the last round. A 3-shot, no! A ding off that left side pole. Coda Ghost rebound. Coda Ghost being stunned, though. Now the positions here, there's the cuts, but a little too high, right past the fingertips. Fortunately, they still had Aiden on that recovery, and they'll have another go at things from the boot. Pass to the backboard, and another save. Silent Cowboy, hands and head in the right place at all times, it seems like. Defense paying dividends. But yet again, recovery, rebound, and again, knocked loose. Still yet knocked loose, and finally putting it in with some authority was the Bomber. Put a little extra oomph into that throw, I feel like, and for good reason. That disc went off of some hands and heads like 5 different times in 30 seconds there, it felt like. So, kind of the frustration goal almost. People tagging Green Shirt in there on the other note. Clutch. Silent Cowboy there, just out of reach for the rebound. Now high up there to JP. That's going to be a clear. Oh, by the way, for you guys who I've streamed or casted already tonight, you can watch your VOD currently, even though I'm still on the same stream. If you go to the videos tab, in case you didn't know, you can actually still watch your matches right now, even before I end the stream. A lot of people don't seem to know that, so just an FYI, in case you want to watch your matches back. But anyways, getting the disc back is John Dewan. John Dewan bouncing it high ways to JP, and an immediate fling and towards that bubble. No one quite there, though. Queen Madulov with the bounce into the trap there by the tunnel, where John Dewan is able to pick it up again. Maybe a little bit of panic here from both teams in the midfield. Some of these clears resulting in those 50-50s that we see. Turn around, turn over. Cowboy and Coda Ghost will send it towards that bubble. Coda Ghost now breaking away with maybe an open goal. The angle's tight, and indeed couldn't find it. Valiant attempt, though, as Queen gets the rebound and bounces it over to the opposite lane. Defense taking place for Streamline here in the goal. B-Team Bomber in there, and meanwhile that front line causing some good disruption, and they're going to actually able to break it away. Now a setup here, maybe for a 3. There it is. Aiden quickly, but no. Captured by Coda. Now midfield to Chemist. Chemist unleashing it to the blue side of the floor. Good disruptions there from John Dewan, actually. Disrupted that stack just long enough. But an open goal again. Still at a tight angle, so a good pass. And the finish. Flying in was Chemist. But excellent recognition from Coda on the pass. That was the key part, because there was an open 3, potentially, yes, but it was another really narrow angle. Not the easiest shot to be trying to hit, especially when neither team is in a stellar offensive rhythm. So I love the fact that Coda was able to find the extra pass to find a much wider angle shot from above. So we did get a timeout, but it was a very quick timeout, curiously. So I guess we're going right back into the match now. Second round. Aiden launching out on QB is able to hit Bomber on the other end. A nice relay up the floor to JP. JP hitting the boots. Near perfect relay. They got up there fast and efficiently, but the defense got back just as quickly. And there you go, Silent Cowboy. That defensive stalwart able to, again, cause another turnover. And even gets to the disc first in the midfield. So Cowboy's just all over the place. Riding those stacks like a cowboy, apparently. Now, the Nugget getting in the way of that clear, but taken here by Chemist. Chemist and Coda on the bottom of the floor. They have a couple players as well at the goal and at the boot for the offense. Taking their time, though, playing it patiently, and I like to see that, of course. Always a great way to find some rhythm for a team, is just being patient and taking a moment to breathe in the midfield if you can be afforded the opportunity, or if you can afford yourself said opportunity. Now, as it does fly towards that orange bubble, all 4 orange players getting back there uncontested, it seems like. While the 3 defenders stay in the mid lane for blue. So again, some slowdown here in the midfield play as it's taken back by blue. B-Team Bomber from high. Up above on the ceiling, inverted, granted. JP as well, joining him on the inversion. JP has some options. There it is, 2-1. But John Dewan stunned out by Chemist, causing a fire in the hole, or at least in the bubble, as it will be sent out right lane. Stacks quickly blazing down. They get separated and misread the disc. This offers the opportunity for JP to recover for the Streamline players. Streamline into the tunnel and into the bubble. Once more, though, a chain of 3 players all back in the bubble. First, it seems like, and oh man, that almost was a Strem moment. Sorry, Strem. Anyway, into Coda Ghost on the recovery. On the clear now through midfield. Now back into the goal. A lot of ping-ponging, a lot of back and forth. Neither team really able to secure the disc so much as just clearing it into bubble. Over and over. One bubble after the other. Okay, so B-Team Bomber lining it up. That was a tough hit from that bottom angle. Rebound up high to JPKA. JP sending it waywards to John. John, a lot of defense in the way, and outside the bubble it goes, sailing into the recovery at the other end. Another pass high up. And a pass over to that shoulder, maybe misread a little bit. A lot of bothersome defense there, all diving out at once. Meanwhile, Aiden trying to fling it. Kind of a almost a frisbee shot, I think that was. But nonetheless, the stacks for both sides misreading. And again, I think it just comes down to both teams now needing to find their rhythm. Slow it down a little bit, find a pass, reset it right here. And there you go. This is what you need. Because at the moment, both teams are just deadlocked in this clear into bubble kind of series of plays, as it will open up a dunking play from Silent Cowboy. But you know why that happened, right? Because the reset. You know, they dragged it out to the midfield. They pulled the defense outside the bubble, and when you do that, that really opens up the passing lanes for some inside the bubble play, just like that. And that's exactly what you need. So yeah, great recognition coming in from the Cookie Commanders, who already commanded the first round win in exciting fashion with clutch saves and goals at the very last seconds of round 1. They have themselves a narrow lead here in the final minute of round 2. 6-point lead, that is to say. So unless Unless some quick scores come here right now, I mean, it's going to be a precarious situation for Streamline as they are down 4. They need to get that disc back in a hurry. So down they go, picked up by Queen Madilove. And Silent Cowboy trying to shield himself. A tap, a crucial one perhaps. That time is essentially out though. So fast down the floor, they know it's desperation time as a quick 3 is flung, but just not finding those results. And with a low-scoring second round, granted, a low scoring indeed. This one's going to be grinded out by the Cookie Commanders. And John Dewan, maybe time for one more play. A deep bounce. And too tight on the angle, we're not able to finish there. Into the midfield, though, and that's a 2-round capture by Cookie Commanders.
And the round comes to
So very well played, and I just remember what I said at the beginning of round 2, how for Streamline, they played round 1 so very well, up until that final moment where it was just clutch up defense and offense from Cookie Commanders. And I think because of that game-winning or that game win that was snagged away from Streamline, you know, they just could not find themselves again going into the second round. They weren't able to get the you know, that offensive rhythm. And honestly, it kind of applied to both teams, as you saw. There was a lot of frantic play there in the midfield and with the back and forth clears at junctures, but on the whole, you know, the 6-2, that was enough to get the win for Cookie Commanders in that round. And you know, I was impressed. It was a fun match to watch, and definitely some highlight-worthy moments across the way. So let me see. Let me bring up the stats on my side here. One moment, and give you a little read. So yeah, Cookie Commanders, 10-9 in round 1, 6-2 in round 2. It was Coda Ghost with 4 points, 3 assists, 2 saves, 1 steal, 34 stuns. A belly full of stats on that end for Coda, who also had that round 1 game-winning shot. I do believe, as Twitch informed me. Queen Madilove with the 3 saves, 18 stuns. Silent Cowboy, 8 points, 3 assists, 3 saves, and 24 stuns. And again, that clutch save at the end of round 1, which was also amazing. Chemist with 4 points, 1 save, 1 steal, 18 stuns. So nice stat lines all around. Over on the Streamline stat lines, it's B-Team Bomber with 5 points, 26 stuns on the board. Ooh, hearing some pub comms. I must have got kicked out. But also JPKA with 6 points, 1 save, 5 steals, and 30 stuns. So quite a bit of great defense from JPKA, and especially in the midfield with the steals. John Dewan had 1 save, 1 steal, 17 stuns. Again, very, very nice. With the midfield defense, saves, steals, and stuns. And then Aiden with 3 saves, so in-goal defense, and then 7 stuns. But just weren't quite able to muster it there in round 2. Both matches, though, both rounds decided by pretty slim margins on the whole. So, yeah, quite well done. Quite well done from both teams. Again, thank you guys for letting me, or for waiting, and then for letting me in to stream you guys. It was my pleasure. And yeah, Cyfox saying in there, Cowboy MVP, though. Won't disagree. I had some really crucial plays. Crucial plays for sure. It was great. Let's see. Did I miss anything else on the Twitch end of things? Oh yeah, channel points, of course. I'll get that for you guys right now. There you go. See, Inferno, cast my match. Okay, yeah, Inferno, make sure to DM me your team name and stuff like that on Discord. That will be helpful. But we'll be glad to get you on a priority list for casting here soon. And otherwise, I think that covers it. I actually got the word snakes today. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes I forget. And yeah, cool. Okay, so I think that's it. I think. Yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Sorry for some of the delays here. There were a lot more timeouts across my first 2 matches than usual, like multiple timeouts, which is fine. But it delayed things a little longer than expected is all. But yeah, appreciate all the patience and for everyone joining here today. And again, for anyone who wants, not required, this is my cheap plug time, like visit my soon-to-be re-edited Patreon page, just Palidore. Type it on Patreon, you'll find me there. If you would like to support optionally, again, I'm not good with this kind of stuff. I don't like shilling or anything, but yeah, you know, been doing this for 2 years, about 1,500 casts so far. last couple of years, and I want to be able to keep doing it for like the foreseeable future. So, you know, any little bit helps. The minimum is like $2 pledge or something. So, you know, if you guys can, but bear in mind, not official, not VRML official whatsoever. This is like just a me thing. And when I say I'll be editing it, I mean to say that I think second tier and onwards, I'll probably be offering actual casts for VRML. So if you like what I do and you want me to cast more of your matches, you can do that. But if you don't support it, also completely fine. You know, it's like sub to this Twitch channel first and all that stuff, like first and foremost. But yeah, I will still cast as many teams as possible, and like, don't worry if you don't support Patreon. I'm still going to cast a ton of your matches regardless. Don't worry. But anyways, that's it for my awkward cheap plugs. Like I said, I'm bad at this. I've been Palidore. Thank you guys for stopping by. This has been VRML. Be happy, healthy, safe, and be good for each other. And where's my credits button? There it is. And I'll see you again real soon. Have a good one.
And we're underway. Save, steal, interception.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.